It's your boy, Some T. You are listening to 103.5 FM. Ebona, de one lecture looking at Kailu Ebona, dear.
N'afọ na nwa na mmụọ nsọ.
Mama Kosebru Agwaktal Maria, Owetri Mesenike nke Monso, Ekene Maria Egyptel na Grace, Osebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next tip Boronine, Ojas in God's Puma forgive Jesu. Maria Jason, Nenkechubu,
So guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. And thank you, like, subscribe, and share. Guys. Thank you.
Anonyeli, Eden God's next Tiboronine, Others in God's Puma forgive Jesu. Maria Jason, Nenkechubu, Okwe Melaro, Nekene Maria, Egypt na Gracia, Osebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next Tiboronine, Others in God's Puma forgive Jesu. Maria Jason, Nenkechubu, Jabalanya yo only nke Chukwu so ayo anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu ka erinyere Kraịst anyị n'ime obi anyị ka anyị bụ ndị ndị butere ozi ọma wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwa gị site n'afọ ya na obi ya wee bata n'osito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị nwere anyị. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga mkpụrụ obi fazuru ike na ndokwa. Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ. Ka Chineke dị ike niile gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
News updates on Ebona 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update today, Thursday, the 13th day of July, 2023. And the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ekpa is my name. The headlines. Police kill 2 suspected kidnappers in Anambra, rescue abducted woman. Simon Ekpa's declaration, there's nothing like sit at home in Ebonyi. Allow me take over Biafra leadership. Prophet Odis Ndibo. Kidnapped Ebonyi Catholic priest, Reverend Father Azubike regains freedom. Umweri community leaders petition Anambra government warns troublemakers against crisis. Solomon's prime minister signs new deals with China on Beijing trip. Now, details. Police kill 2 suspected kidnappers in Anambra, rescue abducted woman. Police in Anambra State have gone down 2 members of a gang suspected to be kidnappers. This is coming as the Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Aderemi Adoye, has warned the police operatives in the state to desist from incessant arrest of innocent citizens of the state. Adoye, who spoke to journalists in his median press conference after being posted to the state said the command was ready to flush out criminal elements in the state. He said, I'm not in the habit of asking criminals to relocate to other states. Our promise to them is that we will flush them out by ourselves. Already, we have started. What you see here are arms recovered from a gang of suspected kidnappers, and behind you are two members of the gang who were neutralized. On 11th of July 2023 by 8:30 p.m., the joint security operatives attached to forwarding operating base were on patrol around Oga Ezinifite Expressway in an attempt to stop two vehicles, an Ash Highlander SUV and a white Lexus 350 that drove suspiciously, started shooting sporadically to escape police screening. In an intense chase by the joint forces, the deadly gang abandoned the white Lexus 350 Jeep and took to their heels. The commissioner called on operators of hospitals in the area to admit persons with bullet wounds, but also alert the police for investigation. Adoye said that at about the same time, operatives of Anambra State Vigilante at Ishida bus stop along the Ishida Ibuku Expressway were involved in a shootout with another gang of kidnappers. He said the operatives called on the police division in the area, causing the operatives of the police to join forces with the vigilante operatives to overpower the kidnappers. We rescued a kidnapped victim, neutralized two members of the notorious gang, recovered one AK-47 rifle, two pump-action guns, two AK-47 magazines, 32 live ammunition, one Highlander SUV belonging to the victim. Speaking to journalists on the incessant arrest of citizens in the state, especially by B Division Police Station, Adoye said the police under his command will not tolerate any form of intimidation against citizens. Simon Ekpa's declaration, there's nothing like sit at home in Ebonyi Nwifu. The state has declared that there is nothing like sit at home in the state. Recorder Simon Ekpa's faction of the indigenous people of Biafra had declared that the sit at home will therefore take place in the following order: Monday, 31st July 2023 to Friday, 4th August 2023. There will be a total lockdown, he stated. Saturday, 6th August 2023 and Sunday, 6th August 2023, break. Markets will open 11th July 2023, respectively. The governor of Ebonyi State stated this while fielding questions from journalists shortly after participating in a meeting of Ohaneze Ndibo with governors, House of Assembly speakers, National Assembly members, and other leaders from the Southeast Zone at Imo State Governor's Lodge, Asokoro, Abuja. Governor Nwifuru said, what played out a week ago in Ebonyi State was a case of miscreants who attempted to put fear in residents and disrupt businesses. The police in Ebonyi State is yet to make an official statement regarding the declaration of sit at home by Simon Ekpa's led faction of IPOB. Allow me take over Biafra leadership. Prophet urges Ndibo, a new self-determination group agitating for the southeastern Nigeria to become a sovereign state, dominant force for Biafra under the leadership of Jesus Field Marshal King Prophet Robinson Ike, has given a 7-day ultimatum to the self-acclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB, Simon Ekpa, to withdraw all sit-at-home enforcers from the southeastern state of Nigeria or face the consequences. The pro-Biafra agitator who lamented the untold hardship, deprivation, and frustration the Igbos living in the southeast were undergoing, being coerced to abandon their means of livelihood in the name of sit-at-home, gave the ultimatum as he was declaring the birth of a new Biafra yesterday via his Facebook handle. Ike, who claimed he was divinely anointed both by the late Biafran general Odumegwu Ojukwu and by the heaven to be the king of Igbos, urged the whole Nigerians and Igbos to allow him as a spiritualist and field marshal lead the new Biafra. He said nobody loves Nnamdi Kanu more than him, revealing that the temporal new Biafra capital would be located at Onitsha. He said, this lockdown is now a big embarrassment. I do not like what is happening. They declared lockdown, sometimes 3 days, 4 days, or 5 days. Nigerians, Hausas, Fulanis, Yorubas are not feeling the pains, but we in the southeast, he stated. Here is a report on that.
The leader of a new Biafra movement, dominant force Biafra, Prophet Robinson Ike issued a serious warning to Simon Ekpa and sit-at-home enforcers in the southeast.
I've given Nandekano and the Simeon Ekpa 7 days ultimatum to stop the sit-at-home, devastating, destroying Southeast. But if they fail after 7 days to put down these boys and their dogs, they will be forced out from Nigeria in the name of Jesus Christ. I'm not joking. This is what Almighty God wants.
Prophet Robinson Ike, a native of Akweze in an Anocha local government area in Anambra State, said that sit-at-home order have done more harm than good to the southeastern part of Nigeria and declared it ineffective.
Well, it is unacceptable because the people at the west, southwest are not threatened. They are not moved. They are not suffering. The people at the north are not suffering. It doesn't matter how many days, weeks you introduce sit-at-home is in the southeast. We are getting the weight of it. The women are not responding to their children well again. The fathers are not responding to their families again because of sit-at-home. Hence, you cannot fulfill your obligation as the father and the mother. What are the ends of the children? Do you want them to go out? Do you want to come in? So these are things that are not acceptable.
He also advised Nnamdi Kanu on what to do if he is released from DSS custody and defined his mission for the Southeast.
Nnamdi Kanu supposed to, when they release him, if he want to travel anywhere, let him travel anywhere. He has tried. He will be rewarded for whatever he has done. Well, if it is what like, I hear it. But now I am assuming this office as a king in Southeast. I hear me. Jesus filled the marshal. You may start what you may not finish. What I think that aligns with my movement, number one, to restore peace in Southeast, to bring about the salvation of God in Southeast.
From Obosi, Martin Epanjuku Epizie reporting.
Kidnapped Ebonyi Catholic priest, Reverend Father Azubi, abducted Catholic priest from St. Charles Parish in Mbaleze, Isu Onyasha, local government area, Ebonyi State. Reverend Father Joseph Azubike has regained his freedom. The spokesperson of the Ebonyi State Police Command, Onome Onowapokea, confirmed that the priest was released at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Reverend Father Joseph Azubike has been rescued unhurt, hale and hearty as a result of the concerted efforts of the operatives of the command. Serious manhunt is on for the perpetrators who escaped during the rescue mission. The Reverend Father is in checks. He was abducted alongside 3 other people. The abductors are making financial demands, but with your prayers, we are going to have them back unconditionally, she said. It will be recorded that Azubike was abducted with 3 others near his parish while returning from pastoral activities. Umueri community leaders petition Anambra government warns troublemakers against crisis. The leadership of Umueri General Assembly, UGA, has petitioned the Anambra state government over alleged moves by some members of the community to cause a breach of peace. According to the group, if not quickly called to order, the looming crisis may lead to a breach of peace and, by extension, retard the development and the progress of the community. The petition followed the crisis rocking the UGA leadership as some individuals were moved to create factional leadership with the aim to sack the President General, Ambassador John Meshie, in a letter signed by 50 community leaders made up of 10 UGA executive members and 40 others, dated Monday, July 10, 2023, an address to the State Commissioner for Chieftaincy Affairs. The petitioners upheld Meshie as the authentic President General of the group. The petition cited a purported document in which a few executive members of UGA, without following due process and failing to comply with the provisions of UGA Constitution, paraded a document in which they claim to have passed a vote of no confidence on Chief Meshie and his deputy. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Solomon's prime minister signs new deals with China on Beijing trip. Solomon Island Prime Minister Manasseh Sugavere has leaped to the defense of China, saying its strategic interests are misunderstood. Sugavere has been visiting China this week and signed a number of agreements, including a police cooperation deal, which has triggered concern, as well as opening the Solomon Island embassy in Beijing. Newsmen reported in response to the signing of the agreement, the US and Australia have urged Beijing and Honora to release details of the policing deals. The agreement he mentioned at the opening include a bilateral framework of cooperation, formalizing a non-reciprocal trade arrangement taking part in the first high-level forum on shared action for global development, and signing a biosecurity arrangement, including aviation arrangements to facilitate movement of people and goods and services. The Prime Minister told Chinese media, the partnership with your great country, China, is the way to go forward. It is really unfortunate. All the nonsense we are hearing is basically that a misunderstanding of what China is doing, he said. Any country in the world will not be comfortable if you start to intrude into areas which are seen as existential threats by any country, and China is no different. China and US have been in geopolitical power struggle for influence in Pacific for some time. This is where we draw the curtain on news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Police kill 2 suspected kidnappers in Anambra, rescue abducted woman. Simon Ekpa's declaration, there's nothing like sit at home in Ebonyi, Nwifuru. Allow me take over Biafra leadership. Prophet urges Ndibo. Kidnapped Ebonyi Catholic priest, Reverend Father Azubike, regains freedom. Umweri community leaders petition Anambra government, warn troublemakers against crisis. Solomon's prime minister signs new deals with China on Beijing trade. You just listened to news updates on Ebonade 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifanjuku Ekezie. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Listen to news updates on Ebonade 103.5 FM immediately after clock AM and 6 o'clock PM weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonade FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com.
Okay, so guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Thank you.
Ladies and